Okay, so as promised, this week I'm going to be doing a function check on Karador, Kami Chieftain. What if friend could change ghost to Kami? Something to keep in mind. So, as with the other videos like this, the idea is just to test my draws, see how everything flows, see if I get the colors I need quickly enough. Unlike Animar, I don't have any specific goals with Karador, as far as things like getting him out as quickly as possible, anything like that. With Animar, of course, I do. I want to get Animar out as fast as I possibly can, so you have my Hollow and Forest for my lands. Seek the Horizon, Survival of the Fittest, Thief of Hope, Kami the South 3, Hana, Kami. Let's see. Okay, this is not really good for the lands, but I do have an early creature. I have the Survival of the Fittest. That costs 4. So what am I going to send back? Let's see, so I set aside Kami the South Tree. Draw my card to replace it. Okay. Chromatic Lantern. Not bad. Okay, so let's go ahead and shuffle this back in. And as with my other simulations, I'm going to be pretending I have 2 other opponents. And let's see how well it does. Right, so turn 1, typical EDH game. Let's say I'm the second player, so draw for my turn. Okay. Enami Death Aspect, not so helpful. Okay, let's play a Forest. Tap the Forest. Get the Hanakami out there. Let's go and push this back a bit so I have more room. Alright, that's the end of my turn. Opponents take their turns, comes back to me. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Okay, that's interesting. So, let's go ahead and play Give My Hollow. Tap 2. Sauver de plus apte, Survival of the Fittest. Just move this back a bit. So, with a 1/1 creature, turn 2, probably have the ability to do an opportunistic attack on somebody, so poke them for 1 point. Yay! Comes back to me, untap, upkeep, draw, Aura Shards. Okay, so let's play my land. 1, 2, 3. Play Lantern Chromatique. Shift all this over so it gets on camera. So now all my lands tap for mana of any color. I can tap the Chromatic Lantern for 1 mana of any color. I'm going to imagine that nobody is undefended, so I'm not going to send the Hanakami out there. I have no reason to sacrifice it, so it comes back to me, untap, upkeep, draw, land tax, and I have no white. And I have no creatures that produce mana or find lands in this deck, so I can't use survival to go find something to give me the white I need, but I can seek the horizons. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Seek the horizons. Search for 3 basic land cards, show them to everybody, put them in my hand. So let's go with... everything's a swamp, so go with a forest, plains, planes. Alright, there's my 3 lands. Let's shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. New slippery sleeves. Exactly as I said. Come on. Just stay stacked up. Deck. Alright, so those are all tapped. Hanakami is not tapped. Put these in my hand. Play my land for the turn. And let's get that land tax out there. So, move everything over again so I get a bit more on the camera. Okay. So, at this point I'm not really doing too good. Depending on what my opponents are doing, maybe they're not doing so good either and nobody's really getting any traction. Draw. Godless Shrine. Good to, I don't want to play that yet. So what I want to do is green white. One more. I'll play Aura Shards. And then I will tap 3. Play Thief of Hope. So whenever I play more spirits or arcanes, I get to drain somebody for 1 life per spirit or arcane spell. And I'm going to destroy something. If somebody has a soul ring, they just lost it. I think I need a bigger table. Alright, so he just came into play. Hanakami being a 1/1, probably I have no reason to attack. I know I haven't triggered Survival of the Fittest yet. Part of it is I didn't have the mana to cast anything that I would get. But now that situation has changed. So I'm going to simulate that I can't land tax. Somebody probably has as many, probably both of them has as many lands as I do. So I'm going to draw for my turn. Herona. Don't want to toss a Nami yet. With a Nami, I'm waiting on getting a Patriarch Spitting. So I would toss him in the graveyard. Patriarch Spin, go find all the spirits, put them all in the graveyard, and then Patriarch Spitting, bring everything back. That's the idea. Of course, I don't have the Patriarch Spitting, and I do not have anything in this deck that can search for it by design, because I want it to be more random. Let's go ahead and 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's get the Herona out. She comes into play. I draw a card. Hey, there we go. Nice. And I get to destroy something. So I just blow up another artifact or enchantment with the Aura Shards. And I would drain somebody for 1 because of Thief of Hope. Now, I could play the Soul Ring. I didn't play land this turn. Did I? Bloody hell, I can't remember. Fantastic. This video is off to a great start. So, I think I played that Plain Soul. I'll play a Forest. And now, I have enough mana available to trigger the Yavimaya Hollow should somebody attack me and I want to defend and block. So I'll play my Soul Ring off the Chromatic Lantern. And at this point, so I have 6 lands. I have 9 mana. I have 3 creatures that aren't doing anything at all. And so I'm pretty much open. I'm just sucking wind. Sometimes the deck does this. It's just the slow nature of Kamigawa being the overwhelming source of the spirits in the deck. It's a slow set, slow deck, but when it gets going, it gets going. Plus, it recovers fast. So if anybody did a Wrath of God, blasphemous act, wouldn't bother me, not at all. Karador would say, hey, thank you. Thank you for bringing my friends to where I can get them again. Alright, so untap, upkeep, draw, Golgari Art Farm. Okay, not really what I wanted to see, but not bad. I could bring up Karador, but there's not a whole lot of point. I don't have any sacrifice outlets. I can't, you know, these creatures have to get killed off in combat. The only thing to throw away is her Anami Death aspect, and I do not really want to do that because then he's a target for graveyard hate, graveyard removal. But maybe I just need another creature. So I will. Do I want to bounce this back? It really does nothing. I'll just keep the Golgari Art Farm in my hand. I'll play God the Shrine tapped so I don't lose the life. Pass the turn. Do nothing. Let's say I get attacked and I block. And I go ahead and sacrifice her because I can get her back with Karador and draw a card. So, my turn to untap, upkeep, draw. Aye, there we go. Eternal Dragon. Okay. So let's go ahead and plane cycle the Eternal Dragon. For Temple Grid. Let me check and make sure it doesn't say basic. Plane cycling. Discard, search library of planes card, reveal it, put it in your hand. Okay, so it does not specify basic. Good job. So play that tapped. Shuffle up. So now I've got two creatures in the graveyard. Karador costs 6 because of that. Could be 3 creatures in the graveyard, but I have no way of protecting them. If I had my Volrath Stronghold, I would be more inclined to use that, or Tormented Existence. So if somebody did try to exile my graveyard, I can get him back. Because if I get that Patriarch Spitting, I am going to want him quite a bit. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I will leave mana up for the Avamaya Hollow. Bring up Karador, Ghost Chieftain, and that's it. In my turn, let's say somebody attacks me, I block with the Karador, regenerate. I'm sort of surprised you have Mahalo. It actually retraced down to, you can get them for 70 euros now. English copies. Other languages, of course, you can find them cheaper. Spanish, Portuguese, and so on. But mentally, I have a tough time building any deck with green without one. I don't need it all the time, but I want it all the time. Draw. Mirroring Bosk. So let's start my draw engine. 2 from the Soul Ring. And just 3, 4 here. Use Karador. Bring back Haruona. So she'll come into play. I'll draw a card, and I'll drain somebody with the Thief of Hope. Sorry, yeah, Thief of Hope. Draw. Brian Kami. Okay, a little bit out of order. Would have been nice to have him before I cast her, but it's not the way it worked. So let's just go with it. 3, 4, 5. Briarnet Kami. So destroy something with ore shards, just because it's there and I can. Drain somebody with Thief of Hope for 1 life. So it's not doing too bad. Let's see, play my land for the turn, play the Murmuring Bosk. Tapped because I have no tree folk to show. There are no tree folk in this deck whatsoever. If somebody attacks, I would block, regenerate. I admit it's hard to really get a feel for the deck without actually having a live opponent, without seeing what they do, without seeing how I can react and recover to what they're pushing at me, react to attack, seeing what they have. I know if I was playing this against Peter's Goblin deck, I'd be in trouble. I'd be in deep, deep trouble because he would have overwhelmed me by now. Against some other more controlling decks, say my friend Steven's Elesh Norn deck, probably be better. Probably wouldn't be so bad. So what's this? Burgeoning. Okay. So green. Play Burgeoning. Return the tap force to my hand for the Rot Farm. And I still have really nothing to do. I guess I should just go for it. So, at the end of my opponent's turn who precedes me, assume somebody plays land because they're probably going, okay, Burgeoning, they play land, I play this forest. Tap the forest, trigger Survival of the Fittest to put something in my hand. In a way, it doesn't quite matter what it is, and I'll just get all my spirits out. Infernal Corinne, Remorseless, Burgrafter. Well, he's nice. Kagamaro, Suture Spirit, Harobi, that's well. With Suture Spirit, they're right on top of each other. That's nice. He Who Hungers. And there's my bidding about halfway through the deck, so I wasn't going to see that for a while. Selfless Spirit. Okay. Next half of the deck. Bounteous Kirin. Kokusho, the Evening Star. Life Spinner, Seedborn Muse. Primordial Sage. Yosei, the Morning Star. Mirror Entity. Yeah, it's a cheat, I know. But he does count as Spirit Kodama of the South 3, Spirit of the Hearth, Kami of Ancient Law, Lone Dweller, Jugan. Where is my... Okay, this is going orange, so it's probably going to cut off pretty soon.